doing today? Lovely. It's very nice to meet you. You're here for the class? Wonderful. So everyone is getting ready and comfortable right over there as we just wait for everyone to arrive. Okay. Is this your first class here? Nope, not a problem. Some people are newbies, some people are experts. A nice mix of people. Alright, well, you can go over, find yourself a seat, and I'll be right with you. Okay, wonderful. Hello, everyone. Welcome. It's lovely to see such wonderful faces in today's class. Now, I like to start each class with all of you may be here for a variety of reasons. Okay? And perhaps it's different from your neighbor. Everyone's different. So, perhaps you are pregnant and trying to be more prepared for your labor. Maybe you're a loved one of someone that's pregnant and you're here for them. There's a few of those. You may be even in this class if you're interested in working towards becoming a midwife, or assisting with various labors, or just here to learn some new information, things of that nature. So, you can be here for all of those reasons. It's a very mixed class. Okay. I am not a doctor. This class is just simply designed to help expecting mothers, loved ones, or others to have an idea how we can help to keep a relaxing environment for mom during labor. There is going to be a lot going on throughout this process, and I hope that with this class, some of these techniques can be used to do anything we can to make mom more comfortable, more relaxed. Now sometimes it is easier said than done, but we can try, right? Alright. So, if any of you have any sort of questions throughout today's class, please don't hesitate to ask. Alright, so let's start with our breathing. So, the days of the movie style breathing is very much over. Breathing is such an important part in relaxation, and to have a steady breath is much better for mom, for baby, than the that we often see portrayed in Hollywood films. Okay? Yes. It's a much slower breath, much easier to calm down. Yes, it's an easy way to do this at first. Alright, so great to breathe in through the nose. In, out. So quite a difference from the breathing that can be a little silly. The long breath is designed to relax the body. And practicing that breath is going to make mom's body a little bit more prepared for that relaxation. Okay? An easy way to practice this is to put one hand on your chest, one hand on your abdomen. Then we're going to do that breath through the nose and out the mouth again. And the goal is to physically feel your chest rise and fall, and to kind of separate your fingers as you do so. Okay? Yep. So, together, in. Yep, just try to put your hand on your chest there and one on your belly. Slow, nice and easy breath. Yep, you go ahead this time. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. In, breathe out. Now, sometimes mom's mind will be moving very fast. There's a lot going on, right? Bringing a little one into the world is a lot of work. And sometimes we can forget that slow breath. We get nervous, stressed, and the breathing kind of gets a little bit irregular, okay? And it's okay to start to breathe a little faster during labor. At different points, you can try to remind yourself to slow that breath, perhaps in between contractions, or your helper or support person can help remind you. Even your midwife can help remind you to ease that breath, get lots of oxygen in with that nice slow breath for you and baby. Okay? So it's good to keep in mind that the nice slow breath can help calm your body, but don't stress out. If your breathing gets a little fast, it's perfectly normal. Just try and take those moments to remember to get a couple nice, deep and slow breaths in to further calm yourself, okay? Whenever you can. Good. You can even make it a point, if you choose, depending on your labor plan, to plan out with your support team, your midwife, your doctors, to throughout labor, if they notice your breathing, if you want them to, they can kind of help push to remind you. Does that make sense? Yeah, just that nice breath in and out. I'm gonna try that again. So let's all of us together breathe in. And remember, you can put the hand on your chest and your tummy to feel your chest rise and fall if you prefer. Whatever's most comfortable to you. Okay? Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Do you have any questions about breathing during labor? Alright. Yes, it's totally understandable for it to be a potential anxious experience, and that can mostly affect your breathing, and that's okay. like we said, it's okay if your breathing gets a little fast. We can just try and practice so our body reverts to that slow breath when it can. Okay? Yeah. We'll just try and make those notes throughout your labor to take that nice deep breath, even if it's every so often. Doesn't have to be every time. So at these classes, we're going to be practicing those long breaths, but I encourage you to practice it at home as well. You can be watching TV or laying in bed, wherever you're most comfortable, and just kind of practice that breath so that your body really gets used to it. And then during labor, you can kind of remember those moments of practice. Okay? Any other questions, or are we ready to move on? Alright, so let's talk about some labor positions to help mom. Now please keep in mind that every pregnancy is different. Every labor is different. There is no one magical position for everyone that will help you during labor. Everybody's body is different. Every pregnancy is different, and so on and so on. Okay? Something that might have worked for your friend or your sister may not work for you, and that's okay. Because like we said, everybody's different. Everyone's baby is different. No need to worry about things like that. Yes. You can try a variety of positions to see what works best for you. You can ask your doctor or your midwife to see what they think is best as you progress throughout your labor. Yes. One position that you might think is best for you and feels best for you might be something that another mom doesn't like at all. Okay? Just keep in mind that every mom's body is different. Every labor is going to progress differently. Okay? Don't have to compare yourself to past pregnancies or friends or family's labors, okay? Alright. So, I will be referring to the screen here throughout some of these positions, just so that you have a visual, if you will. I like to just show a visual. Sometimes people learn better that way. And then also all of this information, including the visuals that I share with you, will be sent home with you today. So you can look over them. I wouldn't really say study them, it's not a test, but you can just familiarize yourself with them. Okay? So, first up, walking during early stages of labor is very helpful. That way, gravity can help to progress your labor. Mother is clearly in an upright position as she walks, and baby's head can move down. Now, we aren't talking about running a marathon or anything that's uncomfortable for mom, okay? This should be at a point where it's still comfortable for her to be up and moving. Okay. She needs to be okay with it. A nice stroll around the hallways can just be very beneficial and helpful for early stages of labor. Your doctor or your midwife may even suggest before you arrive at the hospital or where you're planning to give birth to do some walking, just to help progress a little bit before you go in. Okay? So then we have a sitting position. Perhaps after mom has been walking or trying other positions, you can be a bit tired, of course, and we want to conserve that energy when we can. It's very important that we don't completely wear mom out too early, because everyone's labor progresses differently. We won't know for sure how long you'll be in labor. So when we can, need to rest mom up. Make sure she's relaxed. If you're a helper out there, remember she's doing that nice relaxing breath. So for this, we can just adjust the bed up. Kind of like this. And have mom sit upright, but she's able to sit back, relax. She has that support on her back. Very important. Yep. You can also have mom sit in a chair if she likes the rocking motion. Or of course we do have the birthing ball option as well. Yeah. So the birthing ball can give moms a lot of comfort. This will take pressure off of the pelvis. Most mothers are able to balance on the ball on their own, just depending on what stage of labor you're in, depending on pain level and tolerance, things of that nature. Yes. But if she does need a little bit of help, your support team can help to steady mom. Also gives the support person the chance to help with a massage on the shoulders, the back, or the hips. All about bringing in those different parts of relaxation to do whatever we can to make mom feel comfortable, relaxed, conserve that energy. Okay? Throughout all these positions, the support person or midwife, really just depending on what your birth plan is, whoever can help to massage to mom's guide. So palm to massage the lower back does help with that back pain. Like that. You can even do a fist along the back, but you're just going to want to check in with mom, see what feels good. Something might be too sensitive, so you might need a light touch, while other parts might feel good to have a little bit of a deeper massage, or with the fist up and down the spine. Just very important to check in with mom so that she can share what feels good, what's helping to relax her. Exactly. And that's a big part of it. You always want to make sure that mom's doing okay. Alright. So next up, next position would be side laying. Yeah. Throughout labor, it's good to rest, as we said, and this is another option. If mom doesn't want to really sit up, we can do a laying position. We don't know if harder times are to come, so conserving that energy is so very important. Yeah. Just a great time for mom to relax and maybe even take a little bit of a nap. Yeah, during early labor. Whenever she can, whenever she wants to take a nap. Alright? So placing a pillow or something, you could use a peanut ball if you want, between mom's legs can help to take that pressure off of her back and keep her pelvis open. I know that a lot of moms, some of you, might already be sleeping at night with a pillow between your legs. It really does help to relieve that back pressure. So if you're already doing that, you may be familiar with that, and you can most definitely do that during labor if you want to rest or if you want to take a nap, whichever you prefer. And then the peanut ball is something that some hospitals carry that is just kind of a peanut shape. Just a way for the legs to rest. While taking the pressure off the hips and the back. Yes. This is also a great time to remember to have that relaxing environment for the room. If mom wants to rest, perhaps it's a good idea to not have a bunch of noisy people in the room. That's going to depend on the birth plan as well. Okay? It's about mom. It's not about the millions of cousins that want to be in the room. Okay? It's really about what she feels most comfortable with. So, if she wants to take a nap, everyone else should be quiet. Give her that time to relax, sleep if she wants to. Yes. And if it's just perhaps mom and a small group, or just one other person with the midwife, even better. Sometimes when rooms get really crowded, so many voices, so many different opinions, when really it needs to be mom's voice that's mostly heard. Okay? Alright. So mom can also do like a kneeling position if she likes. And she can kneel over the bed if we have it upright. Or over that birthing ball. Whichever she's most comfortable with. Yep, and that's going to help relieve that pressure too. All of these positions are designed to help relieve pressure, pain, promote relaxation. Okay? Yeah. So it's just a great alternate position to try. So our last position is a bit of a dance, if you will. Well, a slow dance. Mom's hands can go on the support person's shoulders or their hips. Right. However is most comfortable for her. That's going to be a pattern, I'm sure you've noticed. And basically, with her arms either wrapped around the person's shoulders or hips, I'm going to kind of do a rocking motion. Just a slow rocking motion, back and forth, back and forth, staying relaxed. This is another perfect time that our support person can move to massage their back or hips. It's a good way to massage that lower back. Right. Or just to continue to sway back and forth. Not only is this a new position for mom to try, but can also allow that gravity to help progress labor. Like when we talked about the walking the hallways, okay? It's just another option. Okay. You may find other positions that work for you, or your doctor or midwife may recommend something different as well. But those are just some positions that we can suggest. Of course, you can research others if you prefer. And it will depend on your labor, your birth plan, and what you're wanting for your labor day. Okay. Good. Now, moving on from positions, some of you may choose to have pain control, such as an epidural, things of that nature. Others may not. It's going to be up to mom and what she and the doctors have planned for the birth. Once again, this is a great time to remember that every pregnancy is different. Every mom is different. Every baby is different. So don't go comparing yourself to others. So now let's go over some other relaxation options for labor. Now a lot of these depend on what mom likes or her personal preferences, okay? So you can just kind of make note of these. If it sounds good to you, you may want to research it. If it doesn't sound good to you, then you don't need to worry about it. So, one option is music. To help calm and relax mom. That could be openly playing, like on a CD or something of that nature. Or mom can bring some headphones. Yeah, like with an iPod, an MP3 player. Perhaps some hospital rooms do have the TVs that can play music through them as well, if that's something that mom is interested in. And of course the genre of music will be up to her, whatever she prefers, or whatever type of music she feels like listening to kind of distract her mind, get her mind in a different place, if you will. Okay. Heating pads are another option that can be used for pain relief and relaxation. Yeah, it's really gonna calm those muscles, those tight muscles around your shoulders, down the spine, lower back, hips. Exactly. So I do have an example as one type. There are various types of heating pads. Some you heat up yourself and are quite large. Others are smaller. And then, you know, some stores even sell like the stick-on heating pads. So it's all about that personal preference again. Okay. So this is just an example of a rather large one. This is meant to go over top the shoulders and down the back. So you see that? It's going to go like that. Yeah. So this you would heat up. They come with different scents as well. This one personally is oatmeal and lavender. And this is a pretty large one, as I said. So it's going to cover the shoulders, down the spine. And then of course you can always move it to rest on the bed against mom's spine and lower back or down to the hips. You can move it around as well, of course. And then there are smaller ones that just go around the neck. This is just the example that we personally have here. I use one of these for when I have back pain and I'm not even an expecting mother. So, they're good for a lot of people and soothing those muscles. Okay, so if you're interested, I would definitely look into that for your labor. Yeah, you can pick these up at a variety of stores, or of course online is always an option too. Some hospitals may have them, but I check just to make sure if you're really set on having some heating pads with you. Okay. Next up, we have some aromatherapy. This will also depend on mom, okay? So, if mom is interested in some aromatherapy, essential oils are a great option. They definitely can promote relaxation, calm. There are other options as well, you know, candles, incense, things like that. But just, we personally recommend some essential oils. Okay. Then there's a variety you can choose from. This is just the little pack that I have. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 oils, but there are so many oils to choose from. For relaxation, I personally enjoy lavender. Sometimes peppermint can be good too, but once again, this is going to depend on mom, okay? Especially if certain scents are bothering her. We're definitely going to want to make sure that she's okay with some aromatherapy. And that can be used by just simply smelling the oils. Yeah, you can just smell them from the bottle, or you can actually soak like some cotton balls in them. Yep, or diffusers are very nice too. Very easy to set up, so it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't be that big of a deal to set it up. Takes 2 seconds. And it will fill the whole room with whatever scent Mom chooses for her aromatherapy. So that's just another option that moms can keep in mind if they're interested in something of that nature. So depending on the mom, you yourself, some people do use meditation as a way to calm their body, keep it relaxed, calm, at ease as labor progresses. For this, you're going to want to do some research on meditation and get a feel of it before you deliver. So you want to practice a little bit, get that mindset and body practiced in it. You don't want to wait until your actual delivery day, because then your body won't really be used to it or expecting a sort of meditation. And that's true for everyone, even ones that aren't having babies. Everyone, as they do more and more meditation, they get better at it. They're able to calm their mind easier. Okay? Yeah. It is good during pregnancy as well. Not just when you deliver. It can help to relax and take care of that stress. So if you are interested in meditation, your practice time can be throughout your pregnancy. And then by the time we get to your due date, you'll be a pro and be able to do some forms of meditation during your actual delivery. And if meditation is something that you're interested or your loved one is interested in, we're going to be providing all these links to various YouTube channels and websites that you can do guided meditations that are focused on preparation for labor, moms to be, things like that. And that's going to be in all of that information that we're sending home with you. Lots and lots of information to send home with you guys. Another option for relaxation is positive affirmations, if that's your sort of thing. Some people like it, some people don't, so everyone's different. And once again, there are several videos online specifically designed for affirmations for moms. Yeah. Some of them remind you to do that breath. Some of them remind you to stay positive and stress-free. There are even music tracks and hypnotic beats added to it to calm your heart and slow down any worry. And they're all designed and created for moms in labor or pregnancy. Okay? And as I said, all of that information is going to be included with your little pamphlets that we're going to send home with you, okay? Alright. And let's not forget the simple reminders from your support team, okay? So if you choose to have a loved one with you, your midwife, your doctor. So breathing slow, that slow breath. Saying simple things like relax your face. As silly as it sounds, it can help. Relax your shoulders, relax your arms, and back to that breath. Nice in, out, in, out. Just simple reminders that your team can help to remind you of throughout your labor and delivery. So, we have gone over breathing, different positions during labor, as well as other potential ways to relax during labor. Do you have any final questions? Alright. Well, if you do, you have all of our contact information, and always don't hesitate to ask questions of your midwife or your doctor, okay? As I said, we will be sending off all of this information with you, and you can always contact us. Alright, everyone. It was lovely to meet you all. I hope to see you at future classes. Have a restful day, everyone. Bye now.